This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
You're listening to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Hello to our friends at 98.5 K-Fox at South Bay's Classic Rock in beautiful San Jose, California. Also 94.7 KZND. Good morning, Alaska's Rock Alternative. And our friends jumping on New Rock 96.9 The Fox in lovely Appleton, Wisconsin. Big show for you today. Your guess is as good as mine. The categories pets and the military. Also, Ask the Men's Room coming up. We'll drink a toast with the shot of the day. Profile this coming up. And a random question. If you are just joining us, our question was, what formal technology did you used to use all of the time? We're talking about the fact that we don't have CD players or DVD players. So you can play a DVD in your house, Steve?
Yeah, one of the laptops.
Is that you still buy DVDs?
No,
you just
not at all. You just have them left over.
Okay,
of course.
And you don't have a DVD player because if you could, you'd play CDs, and you said you can't play CDs.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, right, I don't have any of that stuff.
So the reason we asked, what former technology did you used to use all the time? A new survey showed pictures of old technology to kids who are between 6 and 18 years old.
All right.
And they asked them what they were looking at, and here are the results, which are just unbelievable. Okay, so what percentage of kids between the ages of 6 and 18 knew what a rotary phone was?
50%. 50.
I'd say 10%.
5%.
5%.
5%.
Wow. That's straight from like old movies or something.
What percentage of kids knew, 6 to 18 knew what a cassette was? A cassette tape.
No one. There's no way.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason.
40%.
Really?
Yes. What percentage of kids between the ages of 6 and 18 years old saw a picture of a typewriter and knew what it was?
25.
27%.
Okay.
How about a record player?
65.
That's 26%.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
All right.
Damn.
This is a weird one, so it must have existed long. This tells you what the situation... Okay, all of those things, which are somewhat old, but not real old...
No, they're old. We're old, so you don't want to say they're old.
The rotary phone, right? We had them when I was a kid. They were old.
An overhead projector. What percentage of kids between the
2%.
ages of 6 and 18 know what an overhead projector is? Like we had in school.
Yeah.
Where they projected crap. An overhead projector.
I'll say 20%.
71%, which tells you that they haven't updated the goddamn thing since we were in school.
Schools need money.
That's amazing.
Are you kidding me?
Isn't that amazing? All right, how about a pager? What percentage of kids between the ages of 6 and 18 years old looked at a picture of a pager and knew what it was?
15%.
86%.
Damn it. I suck at this.
86%. And the floppy disk. No idea what it was. What percentage?
3%.
67%.
Wait, knew what it was or did not?
Did not know.
Wait, we were guessing what percentage didn't know what these things.
Didn't know or did know. Oh, you know what?
Wait, hold on. What the hell are you asking
what
about?
is it?
Okay, hold on.
Jesus.
86% of people did not know what a pager was. 71% did not know what an overhead projector was. You're right, I messed that completely.
Jesus, right. Let's read these lists again. Hang on.
Okay, so a pager is 86%.
So 14%, only 14% knew what it was.
Knew it was, correct.
Okay, I feel better about my guesses.
Overhead projector, 71%. Okay, I'm losing my mind.
Schools do not need money.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ.
Like my God.
Okay, so 40% had no idea what a cassette was. I think we were right on that.
Okay.
All right. And then I got turned around. Okay, I'm an idiot. Sorry. Whatever.
Random.
Mind blown.
All we learned about that is that we're old.
Yep.
Hello, Russell. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
All right, Russell, let's go with this one. Who would you say made your people look bad?
My people, like my white people?
Those are your people.
Whoever your people are, wherever your people are from. Who made your people look bad?
It
Your
can be white
hometown?
people. It can be black people. It can be country people. It can be joggers, mountain
Everybody in the city of Everett, man. That make white people look real bad, dude. Everett from Everett. You can hear that, Everett. You hear it. Clean yourself up, Everett. Come on. Stop begging for money. Stop doing the drugs. Come on.
All right. That's why we asked.
Yeah, but then how could they get on cops?
How about
well, at least you know where the party's at. That's
how about what do you do? What do you do for a living?
I inspect fire alarms, brother.
Okay. Is there anybody out there in your profession that makes your people look bad?
Everybody in my profession makes my profession look bad. That's why I try to train people to do it right, because I live with firefighter, and it's a very important job, and a lot of people, a lot of companies are out there, they're short-sticking it. I don't want to mention any, but, I'm just telling you, the people I work for now are legitimate, and they take pride in what they do, and it's life safety. So,
yeah, man. All right, well, how does one get to be the fire inspector? Is it something that has always been a thing to you, or did you just kind of happen into the job?
Oh, I was putting in a volume control in some rich dude's house, and the whole place put $8,000 worth of paint on the walls and everything. And then the dude walked in and was like, "Yeah, this is a little low for me." And so we had to move the light switch up. And so I was like, "I can't do this. I gotta be more strict." So I found out that the codes with fire alarms always stay the same. So that's why I just started doing fire alarms so I could just party with the fire department.
Okay,
that makes sense. Those guys have fun.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
man.
I love it. I see the highest of the highs from the lowest of the lows. I can tell you guys stories all day long, but you guys are way more entertaining.
Yeah, all right.
All right, then.
Reason we asked there, who made your people look bad? Creative Ministries radio station WJTL in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Ah, lovely.
Their afternoon host, Phil Smith, has been charged with 18 criminal offenses for allegedly sexually assaulting a girl beginning in 2013. The station released a statement saying, and this is a religious station, "It is with great sadness that we need to report that Phil Smith was arrested Thursday night. Phil has served for many years at WJTL as a DJ, most recently on the 3 to 7 shift. At this time, we only know that we read in the press release, please join us in praying for all those involved, and truth and justice will prevail."
That doesn't help, man. This doesn't help.
Thank you.
Random.
It's not surprising.
No.
I don't think it's a radio thing. I think, sadly, those people are in every walk of life.
Yes, absolutely.
But I mean, Phil and I knew somebody that worked in radio that already got popped for that years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And you're just like, come on, man. Come on, man. You make us look bad. I always remember when I lived in Baltimore, heavy black population, crime, whatever, all right? And so in a particularly black neighborhood, there was a particularly vicious crime that involved a knife, all right? And everyone had been talking about it, and this brother rolls up to the bus stop, and he's like, hey, he's talking to the high school kids. He's like, that S that happened up on Fulton Avenue. He's like, it was a white dude, man. It was a white dude. All I could think was, thank God. Finally, we don't look so bad. We're looking at him like, man, it doesn't change the crime. We just thank God it wasn't a brother. Like, okay, man.
I always think it's noodling.
Noodling?
Whenever I watch white people hand fish, I just go, man, you're not doing a ton for white people.
No.
And no offense, but right, it's always exactly where you think it's going to be.
But, well, of course. I mean, look, man, there's just some things you consider where it takes place. You go, okay. It'd be one thing if they said, in this small neighborhood in Brooklyn, you'd be like, that's a surprise. But, like, if you're doing exactly what we expect you to do in the place we think you do it, I go, man, it's cool.
Look.
It's all good. Don't even worry about it.
Could you imagine if you had a show on BET that was in subtitles? That noodling show, the coal show, and the reason is because you can't understand what it is that they are saying. They are necessary.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, those subtitles need to be there.
Yeah, but they're not celebrities. I mean, like, look, DMX ain't doing brothers any favor.
No, what I'm saying is, you can still understand what he's saying.
18th time in a row. Like,
when DMX
cut
speaks,
it out,
they don't need to put subtitles underneath them. Like on the noodling show, sometimes they do.
Suge Knight didn't make brothers look good. Then it reverts back to Fred Sanford, like, having a heart attack. This is a big one. Like, come on, man. Come on, brother. Hello, Michelle. Welcome to the men's room.
Hi.
Hola.
Hello,
so
Michelle.
I listen to you every day.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
If it makes you feel any better, we watch you every day.
All right.
But only when you're sleeping.
Okay.
All right, let's go this way. Who do you know that lies in your life? You don't have to say their name constantly.
Oh, no, I have to say her name. So my boyfriend was dating this girl, and I told him not to because I remember in third grade, she told me she was engaged to a 21-year-old, and she's just lied every day since.
Well, wait, depending where you grew up, that's not off the rails.
So basically, you've known this woman your whole life, and
I've known her.
She's lied the entire time.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Now, is this still your boyfriend?
his best friend was dating her, and I hope he's listening because we just got in an argument about her the other day.
Oh,
But
listen, I don't know her, but if she's even remotely as crazy as you indicate, she's great in bed. Look, I'm sorry, man. That is why they're there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
She throws down. I'm just saying.
Reason, if you can believe this, see if you can read between the lines, but according to a new survey, a lot of us should have no problem doing it because over a quarter of people claim they never lie. 27% said they don't lie at all. Another 18% say they
when
tell
they answered that.
one lie a year at most. And 14% say, meh, once every couple months I might lie. So that's a total of 59% who claim they never lie. Or hardly ever do, which is funny because most of those people probably lied in the survey. Another 18% of people said they lie a couple times a month. 11% said multiple times a week. 6% said they lie once a day. And the remaining 6% admitted they tell multiple lies a day, which might be, as they say, the most honest group that participated in the survey.
That's the irony of it.
Right.
The only people I believe are them.
53% of people in the survey said white lies don't really hurt anybody. Those are okay. 47% said lying for any reason is wrong. The three most common lies we tell: white lies, then lies by omission where you're not upfront about something.
That is not a lie.
And lies we tell ourselves to make us feel better about
I
something.
probably lie to myself more than I lie to anyone else. But people say it's never okay to lie. Like, I bet you don't have kids.
You look good today.
If you have kids, you're going to lie a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right, and it's
oh,
just
yeah.
I mean, like, listen, man, I'm watching the news, whatever it is. They stumble in, they have questions. You answer honestly to a point, and then some things you say, you know what, man, you cannot process the information I can give you about this, so I'm going to lie. No, he'll be fine. Nah, it didn't hurt him nearly as bad as it was.
Sometimes I just don't think you have to tell the whole truth to somebody.
Well, that's what they said in there,
the
though.
end,
They
it's
said
almost
it's
like,
omission.
like sometimes certain things, it's like, are you telling them that for them or for you to feel better? Do they
For
really
you
need
to feel
know that?
better, right? Those are people not okay to lie. You do look fat and ugly today.
844-999. Ola, more your calls coming up on the random question right after these. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Hola, bitch, hola. You have entered the men's room.
Coming up, the return of your guess is as good as mine. The categories will be the most popular pets in the United States of America and the biggest militaries in the world. Your guess is as good as mine. On the way after emails from the men's room at mensroomlive.com. In the meantime, it is our random question. 844-999-OLA.
Random.
Hello, Tracy. Welcome to the men's room.
Random.
Armageddon.
Armageddon.
What's happening there, Tracy? All right. Tracy, I'm going to ask you a really weird one.
Oh, God. Here we go.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
If you have sex with a robot, does it count as sex?
Okay, so
sex
are we
with a
talking
robot.
about, like... Hold on. Are we talking about, like, an android that looks like a human, kind of like on that movie AI with Jude Law?
Yeah, I'd give you that. Or it could look like something from, what is it, Westworld? You know what I mean?
Yep.
But the thing is, it's not a person.
They will be around before you know it.
Oh, sure. I'm counting down the days. What are you talking about?
If you have sex with a robot, does it count as sex?
No, I don't think so, because, like, when I'm using my vibrator, I don't consider that sex. That's masturbation. It's basically just a machine, right?
I agree.
I mean,
I would say that sex has to be between two living things. And it doesn't mean it's okay, because the guy's into bestiality, right? Has sex with the dog. Like, that's still sex.
Well, yes.
But because there's a biological thing on the other side of it, right?
Correct.
Right.
Not only that, but you could say, well, if it's a robot, then it could be programmed to do exactly what you want, and it could fulfill your sexual desires, and it could be better than a human, and then people wouldn't want to have sex with humans. But on the flip side, the vibrator is much better than any human.
I was going to say, that
So
it already exists.
The technology already is there.
There's different speeds. You get some different
exactly.
attachments.
Right,
Like,
you brush your teeth with it.
And look, we understand our penis will never be able to do what that thing does, right?
Absolutely impossible.
We'd love it if it could.
I think that's because most men think that, like, their penis is, like, all that's going to do it for women. You know what I mean? Like, we need a little something extra.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
I didn't hear you.
All these
Were you
things.
talking?
What are you saying?
No,
you want me
but
to
you're
listen to a
absolutely-
woman about
Of
this?
course, you're absolutely right on that. Well, that's, you know.
Oh,
No, we know. Did you know
No, I
there's
know,
one
trust me, I
basic
know.
battery that makes a battery for both of those apparati and your electric toothbrush?
Yeah, it's a D battery.
It's that's what it is. Well, not for your teeth
It
as much.
should be, dude. It should absolutely be a D
right.
battery.
That is an interesting question, though, because, like, I agree with her. Like, having sex with a robot is not the same as having sex, but I am physically having sex with the robot.
You are physically
you are.
having sex, but what I would ask, because I thought about this question, and it's kind of like sex, but to me, it's still masturbation because it's the choice you make with something that has no interest in providing it back. You just have to activate it,
Yeah.
right? And the only reason I look at it like this is this. If you, as the movie was, you break out the apple pie, right, drop your D in there, and you can pump this thing and do every activity that looks like sex, right? You can finish, but in the end, to me, it's like, yeah, but it's still masturbatory. You didn't really have sex with it. You just put your D in.
If you have to maintain it and clean it and do all those things, which you might have to do, I don't know. Or does the robot
You
does it
should,
do that?
right?
Does it
No,
does
look
it
at
take
it
a,
like this.
Does it take a robot
should-
shower?
It should clean and maintain
It
itself.
should, but
if
it probably
can
won't.
clean
But if
and
I got to
maintain
do
itself,
that,
right.
then no. I mean, it doesn't count,
Right.
right? So here the question: if you have sex with a robot, does it count as sex? Because robots are coming, or does it just count as pleasuring yourself? Don't forget,
These robots are advanced.
they're on the way.
Right.
Well, according to a new survey, they did a survey for a reason. 39% of people say it counts as masturbation only, and 21 do say it counts as actual sex. The other 40% either aren't sure or most likely ran away screaming when someone asked the question. The survey also found that 30% of people think it counts as cheating on your significant other if you had got on with a robot. And one more stat, 16%
Why?
say they'd rather have sex with a robot than an actual person.
Why is that? Look, if she has sex toys sitting in the drawer, you know what I mean? I know why they're there. That's not because I'm there. It's because you want to do what you want to do. Maybe we can break it out together, but I'm saying they also get used when I'm not around.
Yeah.
So if you got a robot in the closet next to your shoes, like, I know why it's there, and I'm fine with that. Like, have sex with the freaking robot, whatever, man.
Random.
Would you have a menage a trois? So this woman invites you into her room, all right? And she's drop dead you've had a great conversation, you like everything about her, and she says, look, the one thing I want to do is I travel with my sex robot, we'll call him Herbie. And but Herbie's gonna join us, and that's the only way we're at. Like, she'll hook you up too, but Herbie's gonna be part of the
I don't know if
action.
I want to be a part of Herbie's robot sex.
You wouldn't
well, because I'm not attracted to
it's-
Herbie's
I know
robot.
you're not attracted to her, but it's you, it's her, and
Well,
then she has Herbie.
Herbie and I got to lay
Okay.
down some guidelines.
Say it's Sheila, all right? So she has a female-looking robot.
Well, of course, because I'm attracted to females.
But it's a robot.
See, that's the reason why I don't go buy a big adult big toy for myself, because that's not what I'm into.
Who's it for? So
Right,
the thing,
exactly. Exactly.
why do you have it? So
Why do I have 4 of them in different shapes and colors?
Why are they in your
You
junk
might ask
drawer
that.
next to the tape?
Because I'm writing a review for an online.
I asked for stamps, and there that thing was.
How about that?
So would you join if she broke out the chick robot? Like, it's me, it's Robot Sheila.
Yes,
and,
because that's the closest I'm ever going to get to a threesome.
okay.
Yeah, totally.
right.
Oh, I'm
I
totally.
mean, I
down
think
with that.
I'm in even with the guy robot.
What if she broke out 2 of them?
iRobot.
2 dude robots?
And he looked like Anthony
it's a
Kiedis.
guy and a girl robot. All right, so it's
So now
her.
it's just group sex with robots.
It's group sex, but her thing. She likes you. All right, she
All right.
does like. And she wants to have sex with you, but she ain't gonna have sex with you unless Herbie and Sheila, the robots, can join in.
I mean, can I have sex with the female robot?
Probably, but you don't know what else is going to happen. I mean, this is.
And
I
he
feel
looks
like I
like
could fight off a robot.
He looks like
No, Herbie, man, it's like
yeah.
Terminator. He'll never stop.
He looks like Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh, who's
Ow.
the guy you're in?
Out.
Oh no, who's the guy from the band?
It's not Gyllenhaal.
Jared Leto.
Leto.
Jared Leto.
Well, he's very attractive, but that wouldn't do it.
What
either.
if it was a
Yeah,
Jared
but that's
Leto
not who
doll?
you want in there,
No,
man.
I know the guy I want in there.
I
but I'm
want
not gonna
Steve
say it.
Buscemi. You know what I mean?
Ryan Gosling.
You want Ryan? God.
Random.
Show him my notebook.
Random.
Only if it's Ryan Gosling.
Come here, Ryan. There's a message
You go
in
ahead
this
and
bottle,
let him
dog.
go ahead and just so he can look down and go. Ryan Gosling is he's looking me up.
Ladies, you want to be with me because I've been with Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling got a mouthful
You know what,
of
man?
Ted right now.
Oh man,
He's living out a fantasy.
I could never watch his movies the same.
You will enjoy it.
Man, I love jazz.
Ryan Gosling.
Oh, my God.
Hello, Ben. Welcome to the men's room.
Liquor and whores.
Liquor and whores.
Oh, boy. All right, let's go with this one. What is your personal record? What is your personal record?
Personal record.
Sure, there could be all kinds of personal records. You might have done something for consecutive days in a row. You might have abstained from something for a number of days, weeks.
Wipe more boogers on the bottom of your desk than any of the third grader.
A record among your friends of having sex with more girls at one time. I don't know.
More androids that look like Ryan Gosling.
You have more video game cartridges than anyone else. What's a personal record deal?
Boy, man, I don't know. There's a couple things I'm not very proud of, but
Perfect.
To be honest with you, I don't know. I'm 37. I'm still upholding the nerd inside of me. I think I'm still collecting, comic books and video games. So that's kind of a record.
Well, then how many do you have at this point? If you're 37 and you're still, how long have you been collecting either one?
Well, put it this way, my wife had to find places in the house to stuff these things and hide them from, everybody else.
Well, she doesn't. Now, wait. Is it you who does not want other people to see the stuff, or is it your wife does not want people to know how deep you are into the nerd kingdom?
It's more like she doesn't really want for me to have these things out and about, because I'll just keep pulling them out, keep reading them. They're going to be laying everywhere pretty soon.
Well, now, what kind? Is it just comics, or are we talking now you got the pewter figurines laying around? If it were up to you, and we came on, we're going to have a beer with you, man. Your wife's out of town for 2 weeks. Day 13, you have us over. What are we more than likely going to see a lot of laying around the house?
It's gonna be comic books, dude. If you come over and be like, "Hey man, check out, I got number one, blah blah blah. You're gonna love this. Read this." And I'll be trying to shove it down your throat, making you want to read.
Does she get mad when you buy it? Do you have to sneak buy stuff?
I prefer to get cash. If that means anything.
I see. You don't need anything that's on your bank account. I think we're all guilty of the ATM withdrawal, which is the ultimate way of, why do you need $100 when you have a joint bank account? And the reason is because money is just money, you see? So if I want to, if I want to go buy a Ryan Gosling doll for an hour, no one knows what the hell I'm doing. You know what I mean? I can just rent one.
That would be nice to have, maybe a couple of them cool dolls around, but, I don't know. I might get jealous and have to crush one of them.
Yeah,
who would be happier to have a sex doll, you or your wife? If you came on and a game show hooked you guys up, you open the front door, and there in your living room, sitting on your sofa, is your very own state-of-the-art sex android. Which one of you is celebrating more?
Oh, geez. Probably me. Even dude, I'll just throw a freaking some kind of wig on it and just go to town. I'm sure of that.
What would this robot look like?
Put a wig on it and go to town.
I think that
should be their catchphrase.
I'll just put lipstick on it and wig on it. Hell, I don't care if it was a man 5 minutes ago. It's got a conversion kit.
Yeah, a little lipstick, wig, I'm good to go.
All right, okay. The reason we asked,
spoken like a true nerd.
What is your personal record? A Brazilian surfer has claimed the biggest wave award, and that's really an award, and in place in the record books for mastering a monster wave big enough to wash away, as they say, Godzilla, if you believe that Godzilla was as big as Godzilla was. Officials of the World Surf League determined that Rodrigo Coxa set a new record last November for the biggest wave ever surfed when he rode an 80-foot wave off the coast of Portugal. American Garrett McNamara set the previous record for the biggest confirmed wave. He rode a 78-foot wave at the same break. That was back in 2011. This wave was officially measured at 80 feet high. So it takes a little time to go through that whole process. Let's see here. Oh, this is a good one. This is not the one you want to win at this award ceremony, but Britain's Andrew Cotton won Wipeout of the Year for a fall at the same place, but he hadn't healed enough to attend the ceremony.
Oh, very nice.
Let me repeat that.
And healed enough.
Let me repeat that. This was officially registered after he rode this in, it was back in November, okay? So he's still not well enough to be able to make it to the award ceremony to receive his Wipeout of the Year award.
That's right.
November of 2017.
Wow.
Yes.
Man. Yeah.
Random,
Been a while. People are all over this sex of the Android thing.
What do they want?
And this is an important discussion because, as you say, Miles, they're right around the corner.
No, they're coming. No, I'm that serious. They're coming.
That should be the slogan.
That's why they, yeah.
Which kind of gets to this guy's point. He says, look, you guys are thinking about the robot sex without taking the programming into account. Is the robot sentient? Then it's cheating. Does it have a simple program? Masturbation. All right, well, if that's what
sentient?
Self-aware. But
right.
something like Alexa is not self-aware, but it has access to all the information we have online, right? So whatever you ask it, essentially it's going to go through a Google algorithm and spit out the info you need. So if you've trained this thing, right, here's your Siri or Alexa, whoever it is, right? Because back when I used to use Siri, because you could program it, it called you by name, and I had her call me Puddin'. So the great thing was, I would say, hey, Siri. She'd be like, yes, Puddin'. And then, game on. So if it's even that much, like, hi, Ted, glad you're home. I'm in the mood. Now, it's just a program, right? It doesn't mean anything it's saying, but it absolutely mimics everything you would like. I'm telling you, people are going to go to town.
I think it would only matter if it was aware and, really mean.
Mean?
You can program
Are
the
you done
personality,
already?
right?
Or it was like, you're cheating on your wife. Like,
You are
all
the-
right.
Are you
That's
in
weird.
yet?
You are the greatest lover ever.
It happens to everyone.
Yeah.
I hope they at least change the voice. One thing Siri is not, it's sexy. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that feels wonderful.
I think I'd go, I don't know. I think I'd either go Southern or Australian.
Random,
Really?
random,
Yeah, why
random,
not?
random.
Never been with an Australian.
dip your whip in my panda wax.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, but make sure you get the right southern one. You gonna get the sugars tonight, boy. Hello, Matthew. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
All right, Matthew, let's responsibility on this question. What were you responsible for, good or bad? What were you responsible for? In a good way, bad way?
I was responsible for burning an island down one time.
For burning an island down?
Yep.
And how did this transpire?
We went out to the island to have a bit of a party, and we didn't get our fire out good enough, and the whole island burned down by the next day. It was a real big island.
But the entire island.
Once again, bedroom colors, here are the 7 words you can't say on the radio. Sucker, mother, and please keep those words in mind when calling. Now, back to the program.
Did people live on this island?
No, it was a remote island out in the middle of the water. Sorry about that.
Okay,
That's all
no
right.
worries.
No problem.
And were you aware? Did you find out about the fire the next day? Were you kind of boating away, turned around and said, man, oh man, look at that beautiful glow?
Well, we boated away, but the next day you could still see the glow the next morning, and the smoldering. And it was a big enough island to, it'd take a minute or so to walk across to the other side of it. It had some little trees on it.
Well, not
Did.
anymore.
Now, did you?
No, it was a black rock after that.
Did anyone? Did anyone? I don't know. How would you know if they opened an investigation? Or I guess you have no idea, right?
No, it was a small enough area where it made the local little newspaper, and it was talked about throughout town.
Well, yeah, an island burned down.
randomly.
Okay, that's interesting.
And
I've
we
never-
all shut our mouths, and I don't think anybody told the story for about 5 years.
But was it one of those? It's one thing to keep your mouth shut. But if you're in a small town, you go to the bar, then the guy next to you is like, hey, man, did you hear about this fire on the island? That makes things a lot more difficult. Did you have any of that experience?
No, I mean, I'm really dummied up. 'Cause it was a federal offense at this point, and you were looking at maybe some federal time.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the reason we asked, what were you responsible for, good or bad? That's a pretty impressive answer. Dennis Rodman. He has, as you know, been striving for a diplomatic solution regarding the Korean Peninsula, going all the way back to the Obama administration. He claims that he knows exactly what North Carolina needs barbecue. North Korea needs, and now that last week's summit has concluded with promises to end the war between the two nations and work toward a complete denuclearization, The former NBA star says he should be given a little bit of the credit for helping bring about, quote, a change of heart in Kim Jong-un. He's talking to TMC, and he says it goes back to the gift he says he offered Kim during a trip to North Korea last year, a copy of Trump's book, The Art of the Deal, which Rodman believes offered Kim deeper insight into Trump, whom Rodman calls a very good friend. Rodman thinks that gesture and his other efforts as a sports ambassador have resonated with the Korean leader, and the government over there asked me to talk to Donald Trump about what they want and how we can solve things. So, yes. Dennis Rodman.
I bet you Kim Jong. Now, we've seen some video of Dennis Rodman in North Korea. All right. And based on what I remember of one of the more recent videos we saw, I get the feeling that Kim Jong-un said, hey, listen, Donald, I will stop producing nuclear weapons if you can promise me you do not send that drunk ass back to my country. It gets real long.
I don't know, man. He
quick.
likes the dude.
He does.
I mean, as insane as that all sounds, I might be with Rodman on this
Look,
one.
man, I
you
mean-
watched that special, right?
I did.
I watched the
Think
2-hour
about
special.
this-
Like, he let Rodman get away with whatever he wanted because
Yep.
he's just so infatuated with it.
But think about the state of everything in the world. That seems perfectly reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does. Like, of course, Dennis Rodman.
Thanks, Dennis.
Pink Floyd sang about the wall. So did the Scorpions. Everybody sang about a border, a wall.
Right.
A wall, build a wall. Hasselhoff brought the wall down. I mean, I
exactly.
don't care what
Are we-
anybody says. History dictates that David Hasselhoff was basically the cultural difference in bringing that wall. So, I don't know. You got to give Hoff some credit. Random question, 844-999-OLA. More of your calls coming up. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Your guess is as good as mine. Count up categories, pets and military, right after we do emails from the men's room at mensroomlive.com. In the meantime, it is our random question. 844-999-OLA.
By the way, just the comments still pouring in. They've left us alone about Tripe in Menudo. Sorry, Tripe in Menudo. We've now moved on to the world of robot sex, Miles. And people have differing opinions, as we expected, about whether or not it's sex if you have sex with the robot or if it's just masturbation. I'm in the, hey, it's just masturbation camp. Other people disagree. But one guy says, well, it's only sex if you reach orgasm. Well, I disagree with that, man. I mean, there's times where I've had whiskey D, right? Mm-hmm. Try as you might, you just don't get there. But I'm like, we had sex. I wouldn't be like, well, we didn't have sex.
Yeah.
Count the... Like, come on, man, that can't be what it is. And in the end, everyone is like, look, it's only cheating if you're in a relationship and the person you're in a relationship with thinks that you're cheating. So they're like, look, if you're with someone that's like, that's not cheating, they're like, then it's not. Mm-hmm. If the person you're with believes that it is and you're actively having sex with the robot or masturbating with it, then it is. That's where we stand right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say that too, right? Like, at the end of the day, it only matters what the other person says.
Right. If I'm like, man.
Like, I don't think it's cheating, but if she's like, I don't want you having sex with the robot, and I get caught having sex with the robot.
I really don't have sex with the robot if I'm here. If I hear like, yes, you are wonderful. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm right in the other room, dude. Cut it out. That's all. Hello, Hubert. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, how's it going?
Hola. Hubert, you want a random question or you want an inappropriate question?
I like it dirty. Give me the inappropriate.
Random.
Okay. All right. Inappropriate question it is.
It's the inappropriate question.
Boy, it's going to be a tough one. When is it okay to murder someone?
Well, it depends really your situation. Are we talking traffic? Are we talking they keep running their mouth?
Oh. I'm thinking more
I
like
was hoping it would be more extreme.
Like, you know, maybe
they
when you're
broke into my home and threatened me. Not
right, exactly.
Traffic, running your mouth.
Hey, I live down in Sumner, and I have to drive all the way up to Seattle, so I'm in traffic both ways, so I just want to kill someone all the time.
Yeah, but is it particular people, and do you have a method to this?
It's just everybody. No one really knows how to drive here, whether if it's dry or it's raining.
And there's a lot of people and not a lot of roadway, too. So that's
Oh, yeah.
That's another thing. Okay.
I think you asked the right person the right question.
Yeah, I do, too. I mean, he's obviously not happy in the traffic. I really thought it was going to be like more like, someone breaks into your home.
But not traffic or running your mouth.
Someone attacks you walking down the street with a knife or, you know.
He went for situations that exist every single day.
Yeah.
So at some point, he's like, oh, no, I feel justified in this homicide that I'm about to commit. Right, like, hey, man, no. We all deal with that stuff. We can't just kill each other.
Random.
What was the question from?
What was the question? I was just an inappropriate question.
Oh, God, sorry.
Yeah, that's why it's inappropriate. I get it.
Actually, man, to be honest with you, I read this morning. A guy in Texas, crap, what do they call it? The gay defense, all right? Now, I don't remember the entire story.
It was an older gentleman and a younger guy.
All right, so he killed a guy, and he admits that he killed a guy. So obviously, it's either manslaughter or homicide charges he was facing. Mm-hmm. The defense that he gave, and you don't know if this is true or not. Keep in mind, this is Texas. Was that they were jamming together, I guess, on their guitars. Okay, and at some point, as they're playing their music, I guess who was killed? The younger guy was killed?
I know the younger guy went to kiss the older guy.
No, that's what the older guy says. He says the reason he killed him is because this is what he says. And he's in Texas, you can get away with this. The younger guy at some point with them jamming tried to lean over and kiss him, I guess. So he killed him. And that is the statement. I mean, like that.
That's the defense?
That's the defense.
Did he get off?
I believe he did. I need to double check on this. Yeah, they called it the gay defense. Because at first I thought someone was playing the gay card, like, well, I'm gay, so you can't. I'm like, well, that's weird. But keep in mind, this is just the story the guy tells. All right, so the cops show up.
No idea.
Yeah. Nobody knows if this is
hearsay because
right.
the other guy is dead.
The other guy's dead, but they still said, well, on the off chance that he did try to kiss you, that's worth killing someone.
Damn.
So maybe traffic and backtalk guy is not so far off the mark.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Hello, Nathan. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Random. Here we go. Nathan, when have you actually pooped your pants?
Actually, the first thing that comes to my mind, besides being like really young, I remember I was on my way to start a job that I really didn't want to start. It was like crushing up garbage, and it just did not sound like a very good job for a very low wage, but I kind of needed the job, and I was on my way down there, and I was stuck in traffic coming from like Bothell driving to Renton, and it was go time all of a sudden. I had to go pull into Burger King as quick as I could, and like right when I got in the stall, right when I got in the parking stall, sitting in my seat still, it just went.
Oh, you had it your way.
Yeah. Wow. That's a whopper.
Random question, 844-999-HOLA.
The shenanigans continue on the Men's Room Radio Network.